Your ancestors never said "I love you." They said it with their hands, with fire, with the meat they carried home across miles of savanna. They said it by keeping someone warm while the temperature dropped below freezing, by sharing water when there was almost none left, by staying awake through the night so another person could sleep. The words did not exist yet, but the feeling did. This is the part nobody tells you about human history. You have been taught that love is a modern invention, a storybook emotion, something Shakespeare invented and Hallmark commercialized. But the anthropologist Helen Fisher spent decades scanning the brains of people in love, and she found the same neural circuits lighting up across every culture she tested. The same dopamine rush, the same obsessive focus, the same craving for proximity. Love, she discovered, is not cultural. It is biological. It is ancient. It is older than language itself. So where did it come from? To answer that, you have to go back roughly 1.9 million years. Your ancestors were not yet human. They were Homo erectus, wandering the African landscape in small groups, carrying stone tools, chasing scavenged meat, sleeping in the open under a sky crowded with stars. There was no marriage, no poetry, no wedding ring. But there was something else. There was pair bonding. The primatologist Sarah Hrdy spent her career studying cooperative breeding in primates, and she found something that overturned the old story of solitary mothers raising children alone. In species where infants are helpless for long periods, females need help. They need someone to hold the baby while they forage, someone to stand guard while they rest, someone to share food with a child that is not their own. Hrdy showed that this cooperative care, this web of shared responsibility, is what allowed human brains to grow so large in the first place. A mother alone could never have managed it. Love, in this reading, was not a luxury. It was a survival strategy. But here's the twist that flips everything. The anthropologist Westermarck studied children raised together in close quarters, and he found something that still surprises people today. The more time two children spend together before the age of 6, the less likely they are to feel romantic attraction as adults. It is called the Westermarck effect, and it is one of the most reliable findings in all of anthropology. Your brain, it turns out, has a built-in mechanism that turns off desire for the people you grew up alongside. Not because culture taught you, because your biology wired it that way to prevent inbreeding. Think about what this means. Your brain does not just feel love, it regulates love. It decides who you can love and who you cannot, and it made that decision before you were old enough to speak. The same brain that floods you with dopamine when you see a stranger across a room also shuts that system down for the person who shared your childhood home. So love was never just a feeling. It was a system, a biological contract, a way to keep small groups together, to ensure children survived, to prevent the genetic collapse that comes from mating too close to home. Now fast forward to today. You still feel it. The same circuits, the same rush, the same ache when someone you care about walks out of a room. But the context has changed completely. You are not sharing meat on a savanna. You are sending a text message. You are not sleeping in a huddle for warmth. You are choosing which side of the bed to occupy alone. You are not deciding whether someone is trustworthy enough to hold your child. You are swiping left or right on a screen. The anthropologist Animation studied modern fathers and found that their brains light up with the same oxytocin surge as mothers when they hold their children. The same ancient bonding chemical, now flowing in a man pushing a stroller through a grocery store. The biology has not changed. Only the scenery has. And that is why this matters. When you feel lonely, it is not because you are broken. It is because your brain was built for a world where you were never alone, where connection was constant, physical, and necessary for survival, where love was not something you scheduled between meetings. It was the air you breathed. When you panic after an argument, when you cannot sleep because someone is upset with you, when you feel a physical ache in your chest at the thought of losing someone, you are not being dramatic. You are being human. You are feeling the exact same alarm system that kept your ancestors alive for 2 million years. The words came later. The poetry, the songs, the greeting cards, the wedding vows. They are beautiful, but they are wrappers. The thing inside, the real thing, was there all along. In the hands that built a fire. In the body that blocked the wind. In the choice, made over and over, to stay close when the world was trying to pull everyone apart. Your ancestors never said "I love you," but they showed you exactly what it meant.